The Sarge is ready to rescue some troops with today's game, MASH, for your Atari 2600 and Sears video game systems. And looking at the box art, apparently the 4077 is being attacked by a free promotional sticker. Quick, get the sticker, it's got Winchester. Let's go ahead and take MASH, let's pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. MASH was published by 20th Century Fox and carries a copyright year of 1983. It is based on the popular TV show. It was programmed by Doug Neubauer, the creator of Star Raiders. When it was released, some versions sold came bundled with a MASH t-shirt. The manual opens with the following. You are Hawkeye Pierce, Chief Medical Surgeon of the 4077th MASH. Your responsibilities include rescuing injured men from the battlefield, performing surgery in the operating room, or in an alternative game, picking up Colonel Potter's skydiving medics. You pilot your chopper low through the trees, avoiding shells fired at you from a North Korean tank. After picking up the medics or wounded and rushing them back to the hospital, the pressure really starts to get heavy. Time is running out for the injured men and you must operate. You have to work fast. You are competing with your fellow surgeons, either BJ Honeycutt, Trapper John McIntyre, or Frank Burns. MASH is for 1 or 2 players. For the controls, you use the joystick to either move a helicopter or to move your extractor in the surgical portion of the game. The button is not used except to start your game. In 2-player games, both players can play at the same time during the helicopter portions, but they take turns in surgery. MASH has 4 basic game variations. In each game variation, play continues until one player or the computer scores 999 points. The first mode is called Welcome to Korea. In the helicopter portion, you fly your helicopter around trees trying to pick up as many men as you can. You can hold up to 5 at a time and can drop them off at your base on the left. During this portion, an enemy tank is firing at you. If you crash, Klinger will rescue you in an ambulance and you will return with another helicopter and the previously rescued men still on board. Apparently, Klinger is just as good at rescuing people as he is picking out dresses. Once 30 men have been rescued on screen by both copters combined, you will go into surgery. Here you will have 15 seconds to remove as much shrapnel as possible, but if a piece touches the patient while you're trying to remove it, the round ends, even if you have time left. In a 2-player game, whoever rescued the last guy gets to go first in surgery. After surgery, you return to the helicopter portion. The second game variation is called Colonel Potter. Here you must rescue Potter and other skydiving medics before they land on the ground. Once a total of 40 medics have been rescued, you go into surgery just as before. The third game variation is called Ceasefire. This is very similar to Welcome to Korea, except there is no enemy fire and your helicopter is smaller. The fourth and final game variation is called OR. It consists only of the surgical portion of the game. In a 1-player game, Frank Burns, controlled by the computer, will automatically earn 6 points per second. Scoring-wise, in the helicopter portions of variations 1 and 3, the point value of each rescued man is shown on the top of the screen to the right of your score, and each time you return to base, their value increases 2 points up to a maximum of 25 points each. In the second game variation, the closer to the ground you rescue a paratrooper, the more points he's worth. In surgery, the values of the shrapnel is shown on the bottom right, with tougher to get pieces worth more. When a difficulty switch is in the B position, that player, either left or right, including the computer, will start with 99 points, but they will get 0 points when it's in the A position. In a single-player game, when the left switch is in the B position, the computer-controlled Frank Burns will not play as well and will not earn any points during surgery for the first 3 game variations. But in the A position, Frank will earn 8 points per second during surgery, and if you cause a piece of shrapnel to touch a patient, Frank will get those points added to his score as well. Graphically speaking, I overall like the look of the game for a 2600 title. I also like the little rendition of the MASH theme, as well as the sound of the helicopters and the countdown timer during surgery. Family friendly wise, because of the surgery portion, there's a chance the game would have got an E10 and up rating if it was released today. At the time I researched on eBay, including shipping, loose copies were going for $5 to $8, complete were going for $11 to $27, and one new copy without a shirt sold for $33. So what did I think of MASH on the 2600? This is a decent 2-screen 2600 game. It can get frustrating bumping into trees on the copter portions, and it's crazy how many skydivers are pushed out out of that clown car of a plane in the Colonel Potter section, but I did enjoy flying the tiny helicopter in the third variation. The surgery is a little short and it can be tricky moving shrapnel with finesse, but overall it gets the job done, and I like how Frank calls you ferret face if you make a mistake. This is one of those games where I don't think it would have held up well if it was just one portion or the other, but together they help make the game more complete. Also, I found the game pretty easy in the B position, but almost too hard in the A position, so some more difficulty options would have been welcome. My guess is this is more enjoyable as a two-player game than as a single-player game, but it is enjoyable enough that I could see myself playing it more as a single-player game in the future. So where am I going to rank MASH? This one is going somewhere in the middle of the road among some other solid titles in the 90s. I do like Donkey Kong more at 93, but I will put this over Shooting Gallery at 94. So out of the 188 games I've now ranked for the 2600, MASH is landing a chopper in the 94 position. MASH is not a game you need to go out of your way for, but it is worth playing if you come across a copy. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. Check out some of my many other videos, and sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer, just like fellow YouTuber Gray Defender did, to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. I also want to thank Gray Defender for sending a box copy to the show. Thank you, Gray Defender. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, especially when catching skydivers.